I see your cheeks.
I think that's a good one to start off with.
Leave all the clapping into
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, episode
16.
16 of the Hollis and Eddy podcast.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
AKA the D's Nuts episode. That'll come into play later.
Okay. So, the last time we did a podcast
It was a while
was
ago.
April 2nd, my birthday.
Second D's Nuts.
Give me some for that.
Thanks.
Okay, no, but for real.
I was in the lab for that one.
Yeah, I can tell.
That's why we haven't had an episode. I was just scripting that joke for months.
You've been writing down jokes this whole time?
No, just that one joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
just
that's
that.
it.
So, just end.
Yeah, no, that's kind of it.
All right,
That's
let's
all
just end it now.
That's the end of episode 16. Merch drop coming soon.
All right, no, but for real. April 2nd.
Is it really April 2nd?
Seriously.
It's
So,
like way later than that.
okay, April,
We
May,
need Nate for a month speed run.
June,
July.
July. Yeah, like 4 months.
It's like 4.5. Almost 5.
That's a lot of days. That's like at least 5 days.
I'd say it's at least 6.
I actually walked into that one. That's my fault. But yeah. So what has happened since the last podcast?
This is where I want to make that joke, but I can't. I can't make
Just
the
do it.
joke.
I'll cut it out if it's bad. I'll cut it
I've
out.
been on a marathon, a movie marathon.
Okay.
Just one movie though.
Just over and over.
Same one. Basically 24 hours straight, even when I'm at work.
Let's hear it.
Cuties. It's fine. I feel like I can't say that.
Is that movie is that still on Netflix?
I don't know. I have not been watching Cuties for the record. I've never seen it,
Okay.
but it's on my list.
We're gonna check after the episode if it's still if you can still watch it and it hasn't gotten canceled yet.
Then we're gonna have
We're
an
gonna-
episode of
I
us
think-
watching Cuties.
No, I'll leave the joke in if it still exists.
Okay.
But it's a
I would
joke.
like to state for the record that I have not been watching Cuties.
Has not been watching it.
Nope.
Audio listeners, he's winking, which means he has been watching it.
Okay.
I haven't done.
No, but actually though,
I haven't.
we graduated high school.
We did. I saw that sign in your driveway. I actually had no idea that you graduated.
Yeah, I did. I
That's
was there.
crazy.
Yeah,
I'm in the home of an FHS graduate.
that's right. You also graduated.
I did. Never thought I would.
You graduated second to last though, so I technically
You
am
beat me.
smarter than
Yeah,
you.
you beat me.
Hate to say it.
Mhm.
What was that like? Sitting up front the whole time.
Well, it was kind of weird, cause like with the balloon arch and the way that the podium was set up, like to the back of it,
Mm-hmm.
I was so far to the right that I couldn't see any of the people speaking.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I could hear them, and
Yeah.
I knew that they were speaking, but
Yeah,
I couldn't see them.
No view at all.
Cause like the 6 foot spacing was so far off. So like, even though Joey was in student council, he was like the first student council. He was like front and center. But then me and Ricky were all the way in the end
Yeah.
zone. So like we were real far away. So like I knew that they were
Yeah.
speaking, but I couldn't see it, which like is fine.
Yeah, I mean Ricky actually went up there and gave a speech.
Yeah, it was a far walk.
It's quite the walk, but you
The
know
hike
it was worth it. It was a good speech.
was a good speech.
If you had to rate the speeches, worst to best, what are we thinking? I mean, of the ones that I even remember, the worst one was like that random lady from like
Are you really gonna disrespect Mrs. Sayuda as that random lady,
yeah,
chairman of the board of education?
who is that?
Mrs. Sayuda.
But who? Like I've never seen her in my life.
She's got multiple children.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right. Well.
2 of them go to UConn, where I'm actually going. If you couldn't tell.
Oh, you're going to you?
Did.
No way.
I actually am. I know you were all on the edge of your seats about it.
I know.
Because that's kind of crazy
College.
though. 'Cause,
College
like,
reveal.
the last time we did this, we weren't committed yet.
Yeah.
Like
That's ridiculous. Yeah. So we didn't know like anything. We were just in like just normal high school.
yeah, because like I committed like 3 days before the deadline. I know
Wow.
that's not like as bad as some people.
No,
Like, they do
but
it like right before, but I didn't
that's-
commit
yeah.
until like 3 days before, so I was still definitely not. And like the crazy part too is I kind of flipped. I did like a 180, if you would say, if you feel so inclined, with what I was gonna do, because I was really down to Florida State and Ohio State, and then I found out that I had to go to Florida State for a couple of years and then apply to the business school after, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, later. Sorry, Mackie. I don't even know if you're watching, but if you are, I'm sorry.
No, he's watching.
Right now,
We're gonna
he's
force
actually
him to watch.
he's in there.
Actually, right
Yeah, he's
outside
right
that
there.
window, right there.
And then Ohio State, I was at like a little webinar, and they were just talking about the business school, and they're like, oh yeah, our business school has 7,500 kids, and I was sitting there like, that's my sister's entire college.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
So I was like, I don't know about that anymore. And then I was kind of like left with really UConn as my only other option. And I was like, I want to go see it again. I saw it again. I liked it because the first time I went and visited, it was pre-COVID, so I actually got like a real tour.
Yeah.
But I had no interest in going, so I didn't really care when I went.
Mm-hmm.
But then this time I went and I liked it. So.
So UConn, just so you know, you were the third choice for Hollis. Third choice. Bottom of
no
the
one at UConn is allowed to watch this. Not allowed. But they're gonna get my money, so I don't think they're gonna be angry.
Actually, yeah, that's true. As long as you pay up.
I feel like they don't care because now they're my only choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to UConn too.
Which means that we can continue
The Hollis and Eddy podcast will
the
continue.
D's Nuts podcast at the University of Connecticut.
That's
because
right.
they have actual studios.
Yeah.
Although I like the basement. I'm not gonna lie.
It's also
It's
very
not gonna
true.
be the same.
I mean, I could just bring the mics if we really need to, but I feel like
need my microphone.
the podcast studio might be a little bit
They
nicer.
won't have this many monitors.
That's true. They won't have 4 monitors in the studio, guys. Not to flex or anything.
That's
I'm actually gonna lose one of these pretty soon. Unfortunately.
Why don't you just find it? I've been in
Alright.
the lab. That one took at least 3 days to.
Oh, I
script.
can tell. That was
Yeah.
that was a huge moment for
Yeah,
you.
it was big.
Okay, so back to graduation. Random lady, last.
Oh, let's
I'm-
pull up the tier list.
I'm seriously like I'm ranking these. It wasn't like bad. It was just like
Yeah, let's come out and
You
say
guys are
none of the
moving on.
speeches were bad speeches. Just some
Exactly.
of them were more better.
yes, exactly.
More better than the other ones.
More better.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna have to go.
Miss Kathy Greeter.
Yeah.
Second to last.
Yeah, second to last. Just kind of the same reason. I feel like you have a joke.
I can't say this one.
I'll cut it out if it's bad.
I can't. I'll tell you after.
Okay, alright, fine. Same thing as the last place. Not bad, just kind of like the default speech.
Not great. Yeah, it's like, well, it's also like not really her fault because like
Yeah,
when you have to
exactly.
make a graduation
Every
speech
year.
every year,
Yeah,
eventually you run out of material.
Very true.
Plus, like, again, not really their fault because you can't exactly ignore COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's also not all I want to hear about. Like, yeah, I know the past year
Yeah,
sucked.
exactly.
I lived through it,
Yeah,
and I had to
exactly.
do school, so you don't have to remind me
I know.
on what's supposed to be like the pinnacle of like high school achievement about how much the last year and a half sucked.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows.
You
that.
guys went through one of the most challenging years at FHS. Like, I feel like I heard that 100 times.
It's like, oh really? I didn't hear that in the last 3 speeches.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Next, I'm gonna go with Mr. Gall.
Really? I was going to put
okay,
Angela next.
So, actually, so the problem, Mr. Gall's speech was like, it was weird. It didn't feel like a graduation speech.
Felt like I was in A-plus
Yeah,
again.
he like literally just started lecturing.
I know.
And then
like,
went from there. So like, it's like it was a decent speech for that. It just wasn't a graduation speech.
exactly.
So that's why it's hard to rank if you're going to talk about
Mhm.
graduation speeches.
I would go Angela, and then I would go
And then-
Gall.
Jefferson.
Yeah. It
That's
was a
crazy.
good
We
speech.
could show up and we could talk to them by their first name.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if I saw Mr. Greenberg, which I never will. Again.
Well,
at,
he teaches at UConn.
I know. Well, I don't know, because the problem was, apparently he was supposed to be, like, the social studies tutor next year before he got the boot. And so I don't know if he had said to UConn already, like, hey, I got this other job, I'm not coming back, or if he was still going to do that. But I have to take macro and micro for my
Mhm.
curriculum, and he teaches those. So, I mean,
You never
there's
know.
a chance, Mr. Greenberg, if you're watching, I know you are,
Yeah,
that we could be reunited.
that would be
Speaking
crazy.
of that, I got a 5 on my Euro exam.
I know, I heard. I got a 4. Was not even expecting anything like
I
at
was
all.
expecting it too. I was like,
seriously, so was
I haven't learned anything this year.
Like, going through the multiple choice, I was like, I mean, maybe. Like, for
I
every
literally-
question.
I didn't study for Euro because I wanted to focus all my energy on Gap because I thought I had a chance at Gap.
Yeah.
And then I got a 2 on Gap and a 5 on Euro.
I'm telling you, man, when they start grading them, like, when they get to the end of the list, like our last
They just
names,
guess.
they just roll a die, and they're like, That's your score, man.
Can't get to 6. Like,
What do we do, man? Hold on.
yeah.
No, 6 is just a reroll.
That actually happened to me freshman year, something like that. I had a really hard English teacher who now is no longer with us. She's not dead, but she's not at Farmington.
Oh, okay. Why'd you say it like that?
Because it'd be funny. Yeah, no. So she doesn't teach at Farmington anymore. But at the end of the year, she knew she was quitting, and she'd been a hard grader. I never got anything over 85 in that class the entire year, and then on the final, I just got a 95. And I was like, this is the same work I've done all year.
Yeah.
So she just didn't care. She's like,
Yeah.
you guys can all
No,
do it.
that makes sense. I mean, that's what I would do if it was my last couple days, test.
I wouldn't want a grade finals of freshman English class.
Exactly. That's.
Plus, I felt bad because I had a really obnoxious class, and it was first period, and she hated teaching freshman English. So she just hated us.
Yeah, just the combination.
Yeah,
that makes
she
sense.
She really hated us.
All
I'm
right.
actually not sorry. That was really funny.
I'm gonna say Jerry's next.
I don't even know. Yeah,
I like.
So
the
how many
food
are
speech.
left? Is it Jerry, Hurwitz, and then Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd go Jerry, Hurwitz, Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jerry's food speech
Doc.
was good.
Doc Hurry. Trying to abbreviate his name, you really can't do it.
Scotty Witz.
There you go, Scotty Witz.
He comes in the Subway.
Yeah, Jerry's was good. It was a little like awkward at times, but I did like what he went for with the whole food thing.
Yeah.
It was good. Hurwitz, he's just the GOAT. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
just a solid speech.
I don't know anyone that doesn't like Hurwitz.
Yeah. You know what was really weird? I went up like to shake his hand for the.
Did he give you a little kiss?
No, he goes, "Congrats, Eddie."
Well,
how does he know that that's my name?
They kind of did say it when they called your name.
No, but they say
up to the
Edison
stage.
when I go up there. He goes, "Congrats, Eddie," like my nickname. Like,
maybe he's a podcast viewer.
actually, you never know. No, I
Leave a comment down below, Dr. Hurwitz, if you're watching. If you're watching the cast right now, the D's Nuts podcast.
No, but seriously, like I was so thrown off because I was expecting I wasn't even expecting him to say my name. I was just expecting him to go, "Congrats."
I mean, maybe he just guessed with an abbreviation. Imagine
Maybe.
he's like, "Congrats, Ed."
Yeah, I would have been like, "Ooh."
Ah.
He had a nice handshake with Tasty though. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that because I couldn't really see the stage.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Nick went up there and they did their whole
Oh, did they?
yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It was sick. Yeah, Ricky's. I mean,
Go
he
to the
kind of.
stage.
I don't know if this is mean to say, but it's kind of like a freebie when you just talk about your dad like that. I mean, it was still a great speech, but obviously it's gonna be the best one because he took it to the next level, right?
No comment.
I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just saying obviously it's gonna be the best one.
I don't have anything to say.
All right, fair enough. Ricky, don't get mad at me.
Good speech. Great speech.
Yeah, it was the best one.
Outstanding speech. Best speech. You get S tier.
I think he knew as a student what we wanted to hear, so he just kind of
Yeah, plus, even if you look at his student council election speeches, he's always been good at
yeah,
writing.
exactly.
Like the one he wrote about his mom running for junior class
Mhm.
was good too. I didn't pay attention to the senior class ones because we were all unopposed.
I don't even think I saw them, to be honest.
because they were posted on Flipgrid.
Oh yeah, no.
I wanted to say, listen, guys, I'm unopposed, so all I have to do is vote for me and I win. So I really don't care about this speech. I really thought about it, but that did not happen.
Remember when Wagner made a whole song?
Yeah, he
and
did.
He was unopposed.
He was dedicated.
Yeah.
I would never. I was sitting there.
So much commitment.
I was sitting there
no
contemplating
competition.
not just uploading me staring at the screen, just doing nothing because
Should
I
have
knew
just
I
done
was gonna
the
win.
Berg champ pose, just with the mask on,
Only
staring at
problem
the
is this
camera.
was pre-Berg champ.
That's
We had to
true.
record him in
Yeah, you
December,
didn't
I
know.
think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and that was before we really understood the full magnitude of the Berg, A.K. Cy David.
Yeah, I had him for second semester, so I had a taste.
Oh yeah, you'd have been economics, right?
Yeah. It was interesting. Our class was very dead, so it was just kind of him being like, "Anybody want to answer the question?" And then we all
No.
just. And then he answers the question for himself. And then we
Honestly,
move
I
on.
feel bad for him and for economics students, because obviously some students take that class because they're interested in economics. I feel like a lot of them take it just so they can have Mr. Nick.
Yeah.
So imagine taking the class hoping you get Mr.
Well, I
Nick.
got
And
on
you
my
get
schedule it said Mr. Neg.
Yeah.
And then they switched it.
Because they switched it like later on in the
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
And then you're like, oh yes, I get Mr. Neg. Everyone says he's great, and then it's just Mr. Greenberg.
Yeah.
Like
Bird champ.
bird champ. I'm gonna drop bird champs in chat.
Yeah, seriously.
We're gonna start farming emotes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a Keck W.
That would help algorithm. Anybody who comments, just boost it a little bit.
I want iguana champs in the chat.
All right, so we graduated.
Did you know that the last year and a half of high school were some of the most difficult, trying times ever? And our class experienced
something
we demonstrated intense rigor through the time of adversity that we experienced in the last year and a half of our high school careers. I just want to make sure you know.
I was
I
unaware.
feel like you didn't know.
I had no idea. That's really good to know, actually. I thought that was just a normal senior year. I thought everybody.
Yeah. I mean, it's the typical senior experience.
Yeah,
You know,
you just spent half the year
at home. Yeah.
At home, like literally in this room.
Mhm.
I spent half the year.
I did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know I was actually.
No.
in there.
Yeah. That's what the cause is for. Trust me, I saw the piss stains.
Shit.
I know. I can tell that they're yours.
Damn it. Shoot, I thought I was so sneaky.
Okay. Summer.
Summer.
What have you done so far?
I mean, I already outlined it at the beginning of the episode.
Okay. Besides watching
My
Cuties,
movie marathon.
are you still working at Subway?
Yeah, so that's a funny story. So, end of April rolls around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was working not that much, so it was kind of an inconvenience. Like, so I feel like there's a thing, at least for me when I work. I would rather work 5 days out of the week than like 2 or 3.
That makes sense.
Or like 1 especially. I hated working 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Because then it's just an inconvenience to go to
Yeah.
work. Like if you're working a lot of days of the week, like I was in the fall, I worked 5 or 6 days. Like going to work becomes part of your daily routine.
Yeah.
But then if you're not, then work is just something that messes up your daily routine. It's like, fuck, I gotta go to work.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not making enough money for it to be worth it.
Yeah, it's like not.
And like they were hiring new people, so my hours were all whack. So I had a week where I got like a $19 paycheck. And I was
that
like,
even possible?
I worked 2 hours, I think. Or it might have been like $30 paycheck.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, because 2 hours is what, like
$24.
24 on the taxes. Yeah. So it
So,
could have been like 19.
I think I got a $19
That's crazy. That's insane.
paycheck. And plus on top of that, like if you worked a shift that went through a meal, you have to use your sub box. But if you don't really have any sub box, it comes out of your paycheck. So like I would be working so insignificantly, but I'd always be during a meal, so I'd always be in negative. So I'd be losing some money because like I can't work 4 hours from like 5 to 9. And not eat.
Yeah, that's awful.
So like stuff like that. So I was not really making any money. And then I had school and volleyball, and I just wanted to finish. So I was like, I quit.
Yeah.
I walked in. My manager's sitting there with my regional manager. Regional manager goes, "Oh, it's Hollis, one of my faves." And I was like, I said,
Hey.
"This is so awkward. I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks." And then
That's so unfortunate.
it was so awkward.
Wait, not like the manager, like the.
So the manager was there, and the regional manager was also there.
Oh, okay.
So she manages like all the stores.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
area.
yeah.
And
That's
she says,
really
"Oh, one of my
unfortunate.
faves," and I was like, "Shit," 'cause she's nice.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
That's really.
So I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and then I was standing there, and they go, "You're sure there's nothing we can do to get you to stay?" And I said no instantly, which I kind of mad at myself for.
Could ask for more money.
That's the thing. I started to walk out the door. I stop. I was like, I could ask for more money. And then I was like, but you also said no already.
Yeah.
So then I just left again. But the regional manager has told me recently that if I had not left, I could have been promoted by now and gotten $2 raise.
Yeah.
So that would have been nice.
Well.
But now I'm back because I was trying to find another job, and I was like, you could go somewhere else and learn how to do something new, or you could just go back to Subway where you already know how to do everything.
Yeah,
then
it's
just
good
do
idea.
that.
And then you
another
still
one.
have a chance, like, eventually, if you keep working there.
Yeah,
Does Colin still work at Highland?
he does.
How's he enjoying that?
He loves cutting the fruit, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Loves getting yelled at?
yeah. Loves Joe.
Yep.
I don't even know who Joe is.
Joe's the man.
Joe Mama. That one was a month and a half in the works.
Oh, I can tell. That was
Yeah.
your moment right there.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know like some names. I know Joe, Sean, Gio. I know
Mhm.
Gio because my brother comes home from like his first or second day, and my mom's asking like who's working with. He goes, "Oh, this kid Dio," and I'm like, "That is not a name." And then my mom's like, "You're sure it's not Theo?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure you're thinking of Gio." He's like, "Well, he said it real quick." I'm like, "No one's name is Dio."
Yeah, no.
Nobody.
It's
Not a single
real name.
person ever. There's some weird names that people come up with, but Dio
I mean,
is.
Dio
not
was
one of
like
them.
there's like an anime character named Dio.
Yeah, but
so.
that's anime isn't real.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You just sound like Charlie.
It's not?
Charlie's trying to force me. He's trying to rape me into watching Naruto.
Is he actually like into anime now? Like for real? Or just Naruto?
Yeah, he started. It's actually a really bad situation. He started watching Demon Slayer, and now he won't shower. So he's getting real stinky at work.
Yeah, I was
He
I
doesn't
don't want to say
actually-
forced.
He doesn't
but
actually watch Demon Slayer. It was just I made that joke with him when he started talking about anime. I said, "You gotta not shower anymore, you little baka." But yeah, he's really trying to get me to watch Naruto, and I
Don't do
told
it.
him
Don't
that
do
I
it.
would have watched. I told him I would stay up for 48 hours straight watching Naruto if he ate the entire bucket of black olives at work, and he didn't do it.
Well,
It wasn't even that
His
much left.
loss.
It was like a little bit left.
his loss.
But he dislikes them so much that he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I dislike olives enough.
But
wouldn't
I
do that.
would have stayed up
No,
for
I know.
48 hours straight watching Naruto.
Don't watch Naruto. That's my
I
advice.
wasn't gonna.
It's not good. It's just not good. I mean,
Yeah.
people love the show,
Charlie.
and I'm gonna
This
get
is the
hate.
anime expert right here, Eddie.
Like
He's telling you that Naruto's not worth it, so I'm not
I
gonna do
watched.
it.
I didn't watch Shippuden, which is like the second part of it, but I watched the original part.
Oh, the OG Naruto?
Yeah, it's just not like. It's like, oh yeah, cool.
That's definitely a Naruto.
Mhm. That's a Naruto.
Yep.
Like that's kind of all you get.
Why is Sasuke spelled Sasuke?
Cause Japanese.
I don't like Japanese. Specifically the Japanese. Don't worry, I like the Japanese.
Well, if you have a lot of time on your hands,
I do, but I don't want to watch Naruto.
watch a good show.
Yeah, like The Office or Friends.
Yes.
I like watching them at the same
But
time.
they took The Office off Netflix, so.
I actually have dual monitors set up, so I can watch Friends and The Office at the same time.
Well, what do you
Therefore,
think that's for, right there?
Max. Oh, you
Two
got
two monitors for The Office.
Friends.
Two monitors
No,
for
Friends, Office, Grey's Anatomy, and then what's another show that's really basic? Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It just maximizes my personality, you know.
hmm
I'm like Taskmaster. Did you see Black Widow?
I did not see
Oh.
Black Widow.
But do you know who Taskmaster is?
I do know who.
Yeah,
he
it's like Taskmaster.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah, exactly.
Taskmaster.
Taskmaster, but for my personality.
Yeah. So
Watching
in Black
TV
Widow, like, they make Taskmaster stand on a bunch of screens, and they have like a wire that goes into the back of the head, that like uploads information
Mhm.
quicker, I guess. So that's like me. I'm wired in. And I'm
Mhm.
just watching all 4 shows, so I can make as many references as possible, and therefore have a personality.
That's what she said. Get it? Like from The Office? That was a couple days in the works. I feel like I kind of fucked up. I screwed up the
You
delivery.
definitely needed more time on that one.
Yeah, that's
We should have
that's
waited.
my
We
fault.
should have waited another month.
All right. What would you say review on Black Widow?
I've seen it twice now.
So it's that good?
Yeah, so like no, part of it is that I saw it with. I actually went I went with friends the first time, and then different friends the second time.
Okay.
So and plus I have the AMC A-list thing still, so I can see 3 movies a
Oh,
week
okay,
for free.
okay.
So it doesn't cost me anything to
Yeah.
go, except when I buy ices.
So for when you buy 2 ices every time you go.
No, I don't. I only buy one and I refill it.
Fair.
That's
fair,
why
fair.
one time I want to go and just see how many I can drink in one movie. But I want it to be a movie I've already seen, so I don't feel bad about going to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah. I was literally gonna
I
say
wanna
like you're just gonna have to
see
piss
until
yourself
I
the
can
whole
get
time.
kicked out. Like how many ices I can consume, in one sitting. So
Alright.
I gotta find like a long movie and just go twice, like Avengers Endgame.
Exactly.
Although even if I hadn't seen it the first time, I would have walked out in the middle of it. It's not even that good. That's right, angry Marvel fans. Black Widow's better than Endgame. I said that when I walked out of the theater with like Joe, Alan, like all those people. I was like, I'd say it's better than Endgame, and
No way.
I
I'll
got
believe it.
beaten to death in the parking lot.
Okay, but seriously though.
It was all right. I like I don't remember who said it, but somebody said they put it in the like the Black Panther, Doctor Strange range.
That's fair.
Bars.
Okay. So it's like a solid like solo.
yeah, like
movie.
considering that Black Widow's story and how that she dies It's like it's pretty good. Yeah,
Okay.
in the worst Marvel movie, she dies in the worst Marvel movie.
My only issue, and this might be a boomer opinion.
There's a lot of ass shots in that movie.
Oh well, I know that.
I don't know why. That's
like an
the thing.
excess, right?
Yeah, I
Wasn't
don't
it directed
understand
by
why.
a girl too?
I really don't know why. One thing, the opening scene, the cover of "Smells Like Teen Spirit," I like that cover.
Who's it by, or is it just like a random?
It's I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'll play it after.
Okay.
But it's like really cool.
Okay. My only issue is that they made. Okay, spoiler alert.
How do you know the spoilers? If you
Turn
didn't
off
see it?
your ears if you haven't seen it and you want to see it.
I haven't seen it.
They made Taskmaster
A
a
girl.
girl.
Yeah.
Why?
And I am.
Why?
I'm a sexist man.
I don't
I need male characters to be male.
like. It doesn't really bother me that much that they changed it to a girl, except for the fact.
Well, they also
that it's
made
Stanley's character.
They made her a shitty character too.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
She really didn't do much.
Like it's Stanley's character.
Who's Stanley?
Just this guy who
Stanley Kubrick,
made up.
director of the moon landing.
Yes, exactly. No, but like, why would they change it? I just don't understand. Like, what does it serve a purpose in the movie that they changed?
It actually does. It does.
Okay, well then I guess that's fair. But
if
it's
you
like
want, if you want, I can explain it to you.
it just doesn't make sense that like, especially because he died. Like I feel like if he was still alive and they came to him and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna like take this
you were
spin on
saying
the character."
Stan Lee.
Yeah.
It sounded like you were saying Stanley, and I was like, "Who the fuck
No,
is
I'm
Stan
talking
Lee?"
about Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, Stan
Yeah.
Lee. Yeah.
Like if they came to him and they were like, "We're gonna do this with the character," and then he was like, "Oh yeah, go for it," which he probably would anyway because he's cool like that.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that
Was
like
cool like that.
he doesn't like. There's no way to know if he would have wanted that for the character.
Yeah. If you want, I can explain.
Go for it.
So, Dreykov, General Dreykov, is the main bad guy. He's the one that like runs the Red Room, which is the organization that makes the Black Widows.
Okay.
And so
Which actor is that?
I don't know, some guy, some Russian guy.
It's not the guy who gets compared to Captain America, right?
No.
Okay, alright.
That's John Walker. Right?
The actor?
No, not the actor. He's like a shorter, fat
No,
guy.
I'm talking about which.
Oh,
what's
the Red
guy?
Guardian, the one,
Yeah,
the
that
one
guy.
from. No, he's not.
Okay,
That's the one
okay,
from
so
Stranger
different
Things.
character.
Different character.
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
He's like the big, bad guy.
All right.
And it's his daughter is Taskmaster. So
Ah.
how it happens is Black Widow leaves the Red Room, she escapes, and then as part of her defection to Shield, she has to kill Dreykov to prove that she is loyal.
Mhm.
So she uses her daughter to confirm that he's in the building, and then they blow up the building when she goes in there to see him, and then they just guns blazing with the Hungarian special forces. That's not in the movie, they just talk about it.
Yeah.
So then they shoot at the building, and then Dreykov survives because he's a slippery little snake, and then
Slippery little snake.
his daughter survives, but like barely. So he puts like the chip in the back of her neck that kind of like makes her Taskmaster,
Okay.
and then she becomes Taskmaster.
But they couldn't have just made it that Taskmaster was his son.
No, that's not allowed.
I don't know. It kind of bothers me.
You
that-
know, you're really throwing up my vibes here. You're sounding pretty sexist right now.
It's
This is
not.
not a very woke statement.
Okay, listen. The only reason I'm thinking it's not sexist is like if they took Black Widow and just made the character
That
a
would be
guy.
sexist.
Like, why are they able to change it? I don't get it. It's not fair.
I saw something that was kind of interesting. So, like, I have no issue with, this is slightly related, but also slightly unrelated. I don't care who plays Superman. I don't care if it's Michael B. Jordan or Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I really
yeah.
don't care. Superman's still going to be a good character.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, but somebody said, like, why is it okay for Superman to be black, but why can't Black Panther be white? That was just so stupid. 'Cause it's like these trading things. It's like,
Yeah.
if you want Superman to be black, Black Panther has to
We
be
get
white.
Black Panther if you guys get
Yeah.
Superman, all right?
Nicolas Cage is the new Black Panther.
I mean, it does make sense why Black Panther can't be white. Because it's like part of the character.
yeah, and it's literally, he's from Africa.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Wakanda is in Africa.
Yeah. Superman, on the other hand, could be
From anywhere.
basically any.
Yeah.
Because he's just an alien, so it's like whatever he looks like, it really doesn't matter. As long as he looks human.
Yeah, he does have to do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And put glasses on and then become a different person.
And then a suit and a tie, and then write for a newspaper.
There's just no way that he's good at writing for the newspaper. I just have a really hard time believing that he's a good writer. Think about it. He grew up just on a farm.
He did.
Yeah, he might be strong.
Are you calling Superman illiterate just because he grew up on a farm?
Yes.
That's sexist.
All right, fine. This is the Hollis podcast. Actually, you take over.
No, it's actually still the D's Nuts podcast.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Well, we're going through some rebranding.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're rebranding.
New merch coming out. D's Nuts hats, shirts.
Actually, no. It just has to say DN on it, so then somebody could be like, "What's DN?" And you'd be like,
D's No, if we're gonna do that, I would put CD. And I'd be like, "What's CD?" And I'd go with CD's Nuts.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
then
true.
I'm actually.
Yeah, but CD, that's like a thing, like a CD.
Yeah.
DN
CD's
would make
nuts.
like somebody would like question it if it said DN.
That's true.
I don't know. We'll have to take this up with marketing.
I also have an announcement. I'm actually getting my name legally changed to D's.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What about your last name?
Just gonna leave it. D Starb.
Starb. Oh, got him.
I saw a guy. I don't remember. I think it might have been on Jeopardy or something. But his last name was Balls. And I said,
just so unfortunate.
I could never do that because I would name my kid Harry. I couldn't stop myself. My last name is Balls. I would name my kid Harry. It'd be hilarious. Imagine
That would be the best
you get like
name.
Almazi as your substitute, and he's like Harry Balls. Like it's so childish, but it's great. I would not be able to do it. It's the same as like the people that try to get Jessica Biel to name her son Batmo. Like, it's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that kid would have a rough childhood, but he would learn, you know.
Yeah, but once he hits
some
our age,
valuable-
once
yeah.
he hits our age,
Then
he'd
it'd
be
be,
a
like,
legend.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Harry Balls.
Yeah, it's like, yo, dude, did you hear that Harry's coming to the party? It's like, who is that? Like, who cares? Dude, his name's Harry Balls, bro.
Yeah, literally. When it's like you get bullied when you were like 12 because middle schoolers think they're hilarious just for making fun of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But then like once you hit high school, you'd be
oh
awesome.
my god, you'd be the
Harry
dude.
Balls.
Dude, let's get Harry Balls to the party.
You could never run your own company though.
That's very true. Actually, no, you could.
Imagine handing someone a business card, Harry Balls.
No, because like imagine if you if your
Balls.
company's like Manscaped or something like that, where they have like the razors for your balls.
This is actually sponsored by Manscaped.
Yeah.
No, we're from our sponsor.
Okay.
You tried out
Legally, we're not sponsored, but this is sponsored.
You tried out the new lawnmower 4.0 with skin safe technology.
Yeah,
and a ceramic
LEDs
blade.
for when you want
Won't
to shave
cut
in the
you.
dark.
Waterproof. Those
Yep.
Gronk commercials are very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Manscaped for not sponsoring us.
Yeah. Honestly, what the heck? Like, why don't you sponsor?
Give us money. We need money.
It's really not that hard.
I'm trying to go to college, Manscaped.
Yeah.
Or honestly, you could just send me a free lawnmower.
I would totally take that.
I need to mow my lawn.
Yeah.
I actually mowed my actual lawn 2 days ago.
I mowed not my lawn, but my neighbor's lawn today.
I actually
earlier.
really like mowing the lawn.
It's just satisfying.
I have a riding lawnmower.
Oh, that's the best.
So I just put it on a high speed and I zoom.
That
It's
is the
so
best.
fun. I just whip around the yard.
Mhm.
Like most kids hate it. I think it's so fun.
No, when you have a riding lawnmower, there's no better feeling.
I just zoom. I also had before we upgraded to the riding mower, I had a automated push mower. So like it would propel or
Oh yeah.
So like
yeah.
I don't have to push it. I just have to hold it.
Yeah, that's what I have to
It's
use.
like- It's kind of boring. It's not the same as zooming around on my
Mhm.
riding mower.
But it's
it's better than having to push it because I've had to use a regular push mower too.
Oh, that's
and that's not fun. Cause like I have a decently big yard.
Yeah.
So like it would take, like I used to do it with the push mower and it would take about an hour.
Yeah.
When I'm zooming, it takes 20 minutes and I'm
Mhm.
done. Which is honestly kind of sad because I want to do it more.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you should just go start mowing other people's lawns.
just driving around. Problem is I don't live in like a.
Yeah,
place where I
that's
can
true.
really do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Just go over to Highland Park.
You don't have a choice. I'm mowing your lawn. I don't even want money. This is payment enough for me to be able to mow your lawn.
There's definitely a game for mowing lawns.
Yeah,
right?
lawnmower simulator.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say
It
like.
came out fairly recently.
Really?
Yeah,
Took them that long to make a lawn
I'm
mowing
pretty
game?
sure.
Dang.
I've
I
never
know there's a
heard- I've never
power
heard
washer
about it.
simulator.
I haven't heard of that one.
That would be
I
fun.
used to power wash. That one I didn't like.
Well-
It was satisfying, but it's such a hassle to set up. And
Exactly.
do.
So imagine you have all the satisfaction without
But it's
any of
not
the
the
hassle.
same because it's not real.
But it's
Like
so
there's a
close
difference, and
to being
plus
real.
my legs would always get dirty.
That's true.
And I kept burning myself on the mower too. My mom would always yell at me because I kept touching the engine by accident.
Oh.
But it wasn't on purpose, so I'd keep brushing up against it.
Yeah.
And I would have like patches where I had no leg hair, and it would just be burned.
Like here?
Like I would do it here. I did it here.
Is this on the riding one or on the?
No, it's the power washer.
Oh, you're talking about the power
Yeah, the
washer.
power washer. Not
So
the
it's a
lawnmower.
gas powered one.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'd have an engine and I would keep touching
Yeah.
it, and then I would cry because it hurt, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. It was such a pain. Plus, trying to find hoses.
Not fun.
Hose mad.
That's right. X26. That's how the song goes. Hate to say it.
What song?
Hose mad. Hose mad. Hose mad. Hose mad. Oh, you don't know that song?
Hose mad D's nuts.
Oh, like the podcast.
Yeah, like the D's nuts podcast.
All right.
So how about your summer? You still working at Subway?
I'm not actually, believe it or not.
What?
I'm not working
This
at
is
Subway.
news to me.
No, I haven't been working at
I
Highland
gotta
though.
work on my posture. Yeah,
Yeah.
you and Logan quit on the same day.
That's right.
I think that's hilarious.
We're just baller like that.
Yeah.
We had this whole thing planned out for like a month. And then we were like, we're going to quit so that 2 weeks from when we quit is like the last day of school. And it worked. So, it's kind of.
Charlie, Joe, and I all thought about quitting, like telling our boss that we had to leave on the same day for college, just for
Should
fun.
do it.
No, we already, like, because we all have different days.
Oh, okay.
Joey leaves really late.
Really?
Yeah,
Like how late?
September 2nd.
Oh.
Yeah. John,
Wait, do you know when we leave? Like,
27th is moving day.
okay, I had no idea. Because we don't know where we're living yet, right?
Cameron does. Like, if you're in a learning, like, certain people know.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
learning
yeah.
communities, you know what building
Mhm.
you're in. But
Do you know who your roommate is?
no,
Does Cameron know who his roommate is?
I actually don't know. Are you living with Will?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like, if you did that, and I think if you picked through like the portal, because they released that thing on July 1st where you could fill out the personality
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and then you could request people through that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't do that, so
Just have to see.
I probably should have.
Maybe you'll just have. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the worst and the best roommate that you could possibly have.
Well, they gotta like the D's Nuts podcast.
Actually, yeah, that's probably the worst possible thing is if they don't like the D's Nuts podcast.
Yeah. I would honestly transfer.
Just switch.
Yeah, that's
Completely.
If they didn't like the D's Nuts podcast, like what are they doing? They have no taste, no class. Like why are they even?
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it. No.
I'll cut it out if it's bad. Just
No,
say
I
it.
don't want to make you go through all the effort of cutting it out. I
Well,
always feel
is there
bad.
something
I
no,
always
there's
feel
nothing
bad.
already. Okay.
No, unless you want to cut out the bit about me not watching Cuties.
No, that's staying in. That's definitely staying in.
Guys, I don't watch Cuties. Please stop telling people that I watch Cuties. It's bad. I'm gonna get registered.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I know it's pretty much impossible, because how the hell would a registered sex offender get into college? But like, are you legally obligated to inform everyone on your floor that you're a registered sex offender? Like, could you imagine? It's like you move in freshman year, your first day. Kids walking around legally obligated to inform you that he's a registered sex offender. Like, is it the whole building? Is it the whole campus?
I think the answer is that registered sex offenders don't go
Like,
to college. I think it's that
imagine
simple.
hypothetically, totally
Okay,
hypothetical.
all right.
No validity to this statement
Yeah, yeah.
whatsoever. That I was a registered sex
Okay,
offender.
yeah, like in
Yeah.
theory.
Not real.
Got it.
Not real.
Yes.
And I went to Ohio State,
Okay.
the largest school in the country.
Would you have to inform?
Would I have to inform all 60,000 undergraduates? Because I now live like in the same area as them. Like, do I have to meet them all, shake their hand, and say, "I touched a kid"? Like,
I think we just are gonna have to ask somebody who's done it. Somebody who's gone to college as a registered sex offender. Do you know anybody by chance who is registered?
I know someone that was almost registered.
So that doesn't really count, but we could still ask them to see.
Yeah. Moving on. So, how about we got to go back to your summer? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's where we got sidetracked.
Yeah, so no more work,
No more work.
which makes it very easy for me to travel, which is a good thing because I get to do a lot of fun stuff. But it's a bad thing because
No
besides
more
this
money.
week, I haven't been home for longer than a day this summer.
Wow.
Basically, yeah.
That's
so,
like more than like 3 days that you've been gone.
Mm-hmm. So the beginning of like the very very beginning of summer, I was at home, just chilling, playing video games.
After you finished the hardest year and a half of your high school
Yeah,
career.
yeah, really just
Yeah.
rigorous, first of its kind.
Lot
No
of,
high
lot
school
of
class has
adversity.
ever had to do what we did.
Yeah, a lot of adversity that
Mhm.
we overcame very strongly as a class, and I bet they're proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they never outright said it, I bet they're proud of us.
No, yeah. Okay, but yeah, so I went to Florida for 5 days.
Where'd you
Came-
go into Florida?
Marco Island.
Really?
It was pretty fun.
Didn't ask. So, anyways, that's gonna conclude this episode of the These Nuts podcast.
No, but yeah, so I did that. Went fishing.
Did you go to Polo Island? I'm on a roll.
Dude,
I'm on a roll.
every single
today.
person that
I'm
I
on a
have
roll
told,
today, ladies and
every
gentlemen.
single time I've told somebody I went to Marco Island, they go, "Where's Polo Island?"
Up your ass and to the left, you fucking unoriginal piece of shit.
That's what I'm gonna start saying.
You've just gotten more and more aggressive as
Yeah,
everyone asks
exactly.
you that question.
Well, by the time you said it, I would have just reached over and probably choked you because that would have been like the ultimate like. Honestly, I would say at least 10 different people have made the same joke. But you were the first to do it, so.
Yeah, man, because
I mean-
I'm a trailblazer, kind of like Marco Polo,
Yeah, exactly.
who founded the Marco Island, but sadly died on his way to Polo Island.
Okay, so yeah, I did that. Came back for 1 day.
He said Kane.
You're just on a roll today, man.
I am. I'm
What's
like
going on?
a ball.
All right.
I like balls.
Okay.
Guys, don't clip that, please.
Okay.
Please don't clip that, guys. Ricky, don't make another edit like you did about me being racist. I'm not racist, and I don't like balls.
And he's not a registered sex offender.
No, I don't watch cuties either.
Right? Yeah, okay. Came back for 1 day. Went to Vermont for
Where'd you go to
6
Vermont?
days.
Did you go skiing?
No, we have a place up there on a lake.
Did you
So-
go skiing on the lake?
I actually did not. Even though that is a thing.
Water skiing?
Yeah. No, I did
you
not
go
do that.
skiing on the mountains then?
In the winter I did. When there
Why
was
not in the
snow.
summer? That
There's
sounds kind
no
of
snow.
discriminatory.
There's no snow on the
That's
mountain.
definitely sexist.
There's
It's
no
gotta be sexist.
Okay. Did that. Came back for 2 days. Went back up for 4 days. Came back for 2 days. Went back up for 4 days. Came back for 1 day. Went up for 3 days. And now I'm here.
For how many days?
Until next Thursday.
Until the next time I leave.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think I'm going back up either Wednesday or Thursday until like the 4th of August.
Jeez, that's a lot of days.
And then I'm coming back again. And then maybe
Going back again.
going back up a day after that, but I don't know. Well, we don't plan that far ahead.
So was Alex just with you, or does he also was he up there somewhere else? Because I remember he came back and then he went back. Because he was with you, right? At one point.
In Vermont.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
he came back. Did he go back up with you, or did he just go somewhere else?
He
Because he was here last Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, when we went up, like when me and him were up there at the same time, it was Monday through Thursday or something like that. Yeah, he came back like Thursday.
Yeah,
And
he
then-
was here
and then
till
that was it.
Saturday, and then but he went back to Vermont. I think.
Oh, well, it wasn't with me.
Oh. Interesting.
Maybe he's cheating on my Vermont house with a different Vermont house. It's not allowed. No, yeah, I have no idea.
I'm gonna break his knees.
Because when he was doing that, I was back up in Vermont again. So,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. Went to a waterfall. Swam in it. It was pretty cool.
In the waterfall. Did you swim up the waterfall?
I tried. It's kind of difficult.
I bet.
Yeah. No, it's actually crazy. Like, when you're, like, not right below the waterfall, but, like, a little bit behind it in, like, the little river, like, it's and you like swim as hard as you can. You're just not moving. Like you're just in
It's
place.
like one of those endless pools.
Yeah, exactly. Because the like it's just pushing you back.
What is your favorite part of Vermont?
Surfing.
No, I mean like
Surfing.
location.
Oh, location, the lake.
Lake?
Lake Memphremaggi.
Oh. I like Lake Slobron
Where is that?
in Vermont.
Yeah, where in Vermont?
I mean, there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the name of the lake
this is
again? Let me
Vermont.
just hear the name
There.
one more time.
Lake Slobron.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice name.
It is.
Have
It's
you
my
ever
favorite
heard of
spot.
the Phillip River? No? How about the Amen Church?
On a side note, do you support the E10?
Did you hear about the new Minecraft update?
Minecraft.
Yeah, the E10 update in Minecraft. Okay, you know what game we actually need to get back into?
Among Us.
Sea of Thieves.
I was thinking more along the lines of Among Us, because Sea of Thieves just isn't quite sussy enough for my taste.
No, Sea of Thieves. I need to start playing
Pirates
Sea
of
of
the
Thieves.
Caribbean,
Yeah,
like Jack
yeah.
Sparrow.
But did you hear about the new Sea of Thieves?
There's no imposters.
Did you hear about the new Sea of Thieves though?
Sea of Thieves, these nuts.
See if these nuts fit in your mouth.
I mean, I kind of picked up on the joke.
Yeah, no. I don't
Um,
think either of us are gonna get each other with one of those.
well, I already did.
No,
I did.
didn't happen.
I did.
Don't remember it happening. All right. Well,
I really like Among Us. We should bring that back. I want to
honestly,
watch.
what happened to Among Us?
I want to
man?
watch Saikuno play Among Us on stream.
Yeah,
I don't even know
Saikuno
who
Among Us.
Saikuno is. I just know that
he's Among Us.
he is Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
But what about Pokemon?
No, she's not Among Us.
She is an imposter though. You ever seen her without makeup? Imposter. Yeah, that's right, Pokemon. I know you're watching. Get wrecked.
Yeah, she's definitely watching right now. I can tell.
Yeah. Honestly.
You are the imposter.
So sus.
And for anybody else who's watching right now, well, what are you doing? Stop.
What are you doing watching the D's Nuts podcast?
Like, leave. Like,
There's the door.
it's right there. Just,
Literally right there.
and anybody who's listening,
We're gonna be doing an ASMR.
you're
episode.
welcome. All right. Well, you got anything else to add here?
Yeah, I actually do. Can we just talk about Flappy Bird for a second?
Yeah. Whatever happened to Flappy Bird?
It's been 1 second.
Oh,
More
okay.
about Flappy Bird.
All right. Well, if you have any other announcements, I'd love to hear them.
Any other announcements?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting married.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. To the bread.
Okay. How about
I really wanted to make a sick graduation post, and I had a
Yeah.
caption all picked out.
So did I.
I had a caption
Never
all picked
happened.
out, and then I was gonna say, "These bitches think I'm Dora," the way my bag talking,
Mm.
and then my sister said that wasn't funny, even though I know it's funny.
Well, your sister's wrong.
I know.
So
Honestly, it was funny.
it was.
Yeah, it would have been funny.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of lost graduation posts that.
I have a ton of pictures. I think because I didn't post at the end of volleyball season either. What I think I'm gonna do is just end up with like one big post at the end of summer,
That's
and then
that's
just
what my plan is.
do
I was
that.
gonna do that for the end of senior year, and then I just
I didn't want
it
to.
never happened.
I want my post to be special.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it in February. Like shout out to Farmington.
Yep.
The most difficult
I'm gonna post it
year and
3
a
years
half
from
of my
now.
life.
Yeah. Senior year was fun.
Senior year of college, you finally post your senior year graduation picture.
All right.
So anyway, now that we've rebranded to the D's Nuts podcast
Yep.
instead of the Hollis and Eddy, there's no longer any merch related to the Hollis and Eddy podcast. So anyone trying to sell it is a fraud and an imposter.
Don't buy it.
I'm looking at you, Pokemon.
Yep. She's selling fake Hollis and
You
Eddy podcast
sussy
merch.
baka. You little sussy baka.
That's a clip. Somebody
Don't-
clip him saying Pokemon, you sussy baka. Somebody clip that.
Don't clip that, please. I'm already on the edge right now. I can't take another clip. Okay, stop it. My mental state is rapidly declining with these clips, so don't clip me anymore. I swear. Don't you dare clip me calling Pokemon my little sussy baka. Don't do it. I didn't say that. I didn't say it. But anyway,
It was CGI.
with the new D's Nuts podcast name
Mhm.
and branding, there's got to be some new merch coming and a merch drop that is coming soon.